Hey all you addicts out there, welcome back to another Addicted Fishing video. Today, this is gonna be a fun one. We're out here on the lake and we're gonna do a little challenge. I love trout fishing. I don't know about you guys out there, but what's one of my favorite things to do certain times a year. And I love to fly fish for them and I love to use spinners to catch them. And if you guys have ever watched any of our Addicted videos, you know that's the case. So what I'm doing out here today, we're out here on the lake, we're getting them pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, I put a halt to fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my fly rod and I'm gonna grab my spinner rod and I'm gonna put them head to head to see which one catches more fish. So this is the fly versus spinner challenge. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give us 10 minutes with each setup. I can fish anywhere on the lake. I don't have anybody out here fishing with me today, so I'm gonna challenge myself to do this. So I'm gonna fish one side of the lake with the spinner and I'm gonna fish the other side because of the wind with the fly rod, and I'm gonna see which one I catch more fish on. So stay tuned, you guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Stay tuned, it's coming at you right now. Okay, so at 5:30, I'm gonna get started. It's 5:29 on the dot. I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes, 5:30. And I'm gonna give myself a variation of spinners to use. I'm gonna keep my options open in my box, use rooster tails and or a panther martin, and let's see what happens here in 10 minutes of fishing. I'm gonna make my way quickly around this lake. And so the best way to do it, in my opinion, the way I'm gonna fish this, is kind of make it mathematical. I'm gonna fish down each bank, depending on which way the wind's blowing, of course, using that wind to my advantage so I can get a longer cast each time. And I'm gonna move after every single cast so that I can make sure I'm covering a lot of that water. So going at different angles each time, going about 10 degrees difference in angle with each cast, and then moving your feet down the bank, I think is what's gonna get us more fish today. This feels good though. This feels really good. Oh God. We better make our way over here a little bit further. Oh, broke it instantly. Oh my God, what just happened? No. All right, that's an emergency. Broke it off. Oh my God. Just tied that leader on there. Apparently my knot's not very good. So what I'm using here is I'm using some 10-pound fluorocarbon. I'm tying a blood knot to connect that fluorocarbon and that 20-pound braid. And I'm using a 20-pound braid. It's a little heavy, but it's all I had for the day. I like to use a 10 to a 15-pound braid when I'm using any kind of spinning reel and these 2 to 6 pound rods, these ultralights that I use for these trout. I like to use a light braided line because it casts so well, but I like to use a braided line because it's so sensitive, one, and two, it's durable. You can actually get your stuff unsnagged out of the lake. You can pull it off of those weeds on the bottom of the lake and not be breaking it off. And it also allows you to cast a long ways. With that nice small diameter braided line. You'd have to go down to like a 4 or 6 pound monofilament if you wanted to get to that same diameter. So I try to keep it with the braid just so it's always the strongest. There we go, a little blood knot really quick. And the clock is ticking. Get that right there. Keep my tag ends in my bag. Let's see here. I gotta find another panther martin really quick. Where's the yellow one? That one obviously was working. There it is. Okay, we're ready to go. Darn it, lost a lot of time there. But it makes it interesting. How did that instantly break? That must have been a big fish. Ooh, something was grabbing it there. What? I do not know. I'm gonna keep the movement here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm casting about 30 to 40 feet just out of what I would think the visibility for these trout are to the right each time. I'm going clockwise and moving my way about 3 to 5 steps every time after I make a cast. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow me to cover as much water until I find where those fish are sitting. Then I'll be able to cast into that same spot and stay on top of those fish. Oh man, I better check my time really quick. That break off instantly really held us back. That trip into pit lane might have messed us up here. We might have screwed up. Plus we lost the spinner with all the mojo on it. So far the spinners are letting us down, you guys. This might be a wash. You know. There he is. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I was just getting negative, everybody. Oh my God, that couldn't have happened any better. That was so cool. I'm not even gonna explain what happens because you guys all saw it. We're gonna have to bleep a little stuff out, but that was hilarious. If that's not the fishing gods talking to you, I don't know what is. Oh, he's a burner too. That's a nice fish. That's a really nice fish. Holy crap. What is that, little? What's going on in there? Oh, wow. That's a big fish. Where are we at on time? I gotta check my time really quick. See if I really need to play this thing fast. 37, so I got 3 minutes left. I might be able to make this thing happen. Get this thing on the bank, give the spinner a fighting chance. Because I do have a sneaking suspicion here, you guys, that the fly might be winning at this point. What do you guys think? You drop a little comment below with whether or not you think the fly is going to catch more fish, or whether or not the spinner is actually the one that's going to win somehow here. Almost got this one here. Come on. Come on, big boy. Oh, God. Oh, God. What a beauty, man. Look at this fish. Just a hog. Holy criminies. Whew. About burnt my fingers up on that line. There we go. There we go. What a fish. This is where I wish I had my handy dandy Gerber pliers. Okay. All right, there he is, you guys. Fish number 1 on the spinner. I knew it stood a chance. Let's get him back in here. He's good to go. Let's keep fishing. We're almost out of time for the spinner fish. Make 1 cast here. I'm gonna run back down to where we started, get a couple more casts where I broke that one off. And then it's the fly's turn. Oh, where are we at on time? That fish might have ran us out of time, didn't it? 5:40 on the dot, you guys. So 1 fish, 1 big fish on the old faithful Panther Martin. But I don't know. What do you think, Sean? I think the old fly is gonna probably kick some butt here. So what I'm gonna do for the fly fishing portion of this, you guys, is I'm actually gonna walk around, go to the other side of the lake because the wind's blowing really hard. That's why I fished this side with the spinner, because I couldn't get in there with the fly. So there's fish all over in this lake. So I'm gonna go to the other side, fire up the fly rod, put a couple nymphs on, maybe a woolly bugger or something, cast it out there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, everybody, so it's fly fishing time. What I'm doing here, I'm taking off my woolly bugger. And because it's springtime and I'm seeing a lot of insects in the water here, I'm gonna switch over to a stonefly pattern. Go nice and natural, something these fish are seeing, something they're actually already eating. And plus, this is a super heavy fly, so it's gonna be a little easier for me to cast, but I'll show you what this thing looks like exactly once I get it on here. So what it is, it looks like a stonefly larva. These things will live on the rocks and they'll crawl up to the edge of the bank eventually once the water temperature gets to the right temperature, and they'll crawl up on the grass on the side of the lake, and they'll hatch out into stoneflies, into golden stones, or into salmon flies, which a lot of fly fishermen know well of. They're a very famous hatch to match if you're fishing in different parts of the country. So, little stonefly ought to get it done. That's what we're gonna go for. Let's check the time. Let's see where we're at. Make sure my knot's good because obviously there's some big ones out here. Where are we at? 6:03, so we'll wait. We'll start at 6:05 and we'll get this thing going and we'll see which one wins. Again, which one do you guys think is gonna happen? Is the fly rod going, or is that spinner gonna take it all with one fish? So I think the fly rod is going for the win here, but we'll see. So as you guys can see, I actually switched sides of the lake here so that I wasn't fishing into the wind, because no matter what fly I put on, it was gonna be really difficult to be able to cast from that other side with this fly rod. So I used the wind to my advantage here to where I'm actually gonna be able to cast a little bit further, and I'm gonna work this side of the lake. Oh, that was a fish right there. Got a bite first cast. I'm gonna move my way this way a little bit. Try not to kill us with this big heavy fly here. Okay, I don't know. I might have counted my chickens before they hatched here. Wrapped around my leg. Full on meltdown here, guys. Full on meltdown. Okay, I'm gonna start working my way down the bank here now. Get some of this line in. So what I'm doing here with this nymph, I'm trying to emulate exactly how this thing would be swimming in the water, where I'm doing like a quick little three stroke forward and then letting it fall. And what I've noticed a lot of times with these natural presentations like this is they'd like to hit it on the fall. So those strips get their attention by moving that presentation, and then that fall gives them that minute to go get it. Look at that, oh my God, right there, oh wow, oh wow. Oh, that's a giant, oh, that's a giant. Hey. So the disadvantage I already know is gonna happen with this fly is it's gonna take me way longer to land it, because it's got such a longer rod with this light line, and these fish can just really kind of handle you with these fly rods, which kind of makes them so fun. That's why I like fly fishing so much. Look at that beautiful fish. Holy crap. Look at that thing, everybody. That's a monster. Come on, come on. You can already see what I mean. That rod is just completely doubled over, and I cannot stop this thing. It's gonna eat up my whole 10 minutes just landing this one fish. But that's okay, I'd be fine with a sudden death fish off, because I want to catch a couple more for you guys. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a big fish. Hey. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Wow. You guys, look at this fish. Holy moly. On the stonefly. You can kind of see. Wow, look how good that is in his mouth. He just drilled it. Thank you, little friend. Look at that fish, you guys. He is so fat. Just the most beautiful rainbow color you've ever seen. We're gonna get that thing back in there, you guys. Little didn't want us to let it go. Okay, one down. Let's do a time check really quick. We're 5 minutes in, says the cameraman. I'm stuck in the bushes. Oh God, I'm shaking. Oh God, come on. We can do this. Okay, whew, we're free. All right, here it comes, you guys. Here comes the wind. Here comes the wind for the fly. Ooh, that was a good cast. That one got way out there. Caught it in the wind. Got me a little extra distance. So one thing I find is super imperative usually when you're fishing these fly rod setups like this and it's really windy inside is to limit the amount of casts that you make and use the water to your advantage. I'm casting out, letting it hit the water, grabbing that leverage off of that surface because the surface is already broken. So if there are spooky fish, that little splash isn't going to spook them as much because of the wind. But you use that leverage and that loading from the water to load up your rod and get a nice powerful cast going forward out into the lake even further. Come on, baby. Come on. It might be a fish off. Might be a fish off, everyone. Keep getting hung up in the grass here. There it is. Oh boy. Oh boy, I feel it. This is gonna be close. If I do hook a fish, I feel like it's gonna be really hard for me to land it in time. I'm gonna go over my time. Yeah, we're definitely liking that fall. It's almost like I want to just leave it out there. Another way to fish these nymph setups like this in these lakes, and what works really good too, if again you have the same situation where the wind's blowing a lot, is you can actually use a strike indicator, just a little bubble, and throw it out there and just let that fly dangle, you know, 1.5 feet, 2 feet under the surface and work its way across the whole lake. One, it makes for a really cool bite, and two, it allows you to actually cover a lot more water and not have to cast and fight that wind constantly. So probably should have done that here, but it's working anyways, right? I got a stick hanging up in my line. I'm gonna have to land this next fish by myself without my reel. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Where are we at on time, cameraman? 2.5 minutes left, everybody. Ooh, my blood's boiling. Come on. I don't know what to do. I think we should move down a little bit, so I don't have to strip all my line back in. Little fisherman trick here. Clock is ticking, everybody. Less than a minute, everybody. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen here? Oh, there he was. Oh my God. He's gonna come back for it though. There he was. Less than a minute, come on. Come on. We're gonna make a game time rule change. If I hook one, we're gonna count it. Because I thought the fly would win. It's gonna go to a sudden death fish off. I knew it would. Time's up, everyone. So what we're gonna do here, just came up with this. We're gonna do a cast for cast, sudden death fish off. I'm gonna go grab that spinning rod. I'm gonna make one cast. I'm gonna grab the fly rod. I'm gonna make one cast. I'm gonna grab the spinning, and whichever one hooks and lands the fish first will be declared the victor. So let me reel this up. Let me go get the spinner. And we'll be right back with you guys here. All right, throwing a knuckleball at you guys. Just because it takes so long to cast a fly rod each time, I'm gonna go 2 casts for 2 casts. So I'm gonna get 2 casts with the spinner, 2 casts with the fly. We're gonna see which one works. And we're gonna fish them until one wins. So you guys stay tuned, here we go. Is it gonna happen first cast with the spinner? Kind of feels like it. Just kidding. Just kidding. A little bit of vegetables, a little organic matter. All right, here comes the fly. Okay, there was cast number 1. I'm gonna go a little further to the left here, counterclockwise. Oh, come on. Come on, fly. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for the fly today, everybody. Oh, that's a good drift. That one's gonna get bit. Oh, wow. That's perfection. Perfection on water. Come on. I know you want it. I know they do. There he is! Oh yeah, the bank! There he is! Oh my God! Oh, that's a giant too. That's a giant for the win. Come on, hold on to him, fly. Oh my God. That was so cool. Uh-oh, uh-oh, he's trying to run me into the brush. He's trying to run me into the bushes. Oh God, this fish is educated. No, look at the size of this fish, you guys. I'm gonna bring him to the surface really quick. Oh my God, that is such a nice trout. That's Troutzilla. Seanzilla, that's Troutzilla. We found him. He was hiding out here. Wow, I'm getting nervous, you guys. This fish has a lot of weight. It's super heavy on me. Don't want to force him too much. I'm using really light line here today. So any abrasion, anytime it'll hit something, it's just scary, it might break. Don't go over there. I know what's over there. You don't go over there though, it's dangerous. It's hot lava. That part of the lake's hot lava fish. Here we go. See guys, we were rooting for the fly. Comment below with whether you guys are rooting for the fly or the spinner. Who's the diehard fly guys out there? We know you're out there. We know you exist. Oh, he's running upriver. He's running upriver. I cannot control this fish, you guys. And he is not losing any energy. Look at him, just bulldogging me. Look at that rod bent over. It was so funny. I had just about given up there too. I think I could almost see the fly at about 10 feet of fly line, plus my leader's still out there, and just had a zoinker. Zoinkosaurus Rex, man. There he is. Got him, you guys. Holy crap, that thing looks like a steelhead. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. Fly fishing for the win. Yes. Look at that, Stony. Right through the top lip. Not going anywhere. What a good hookup. Look at this fish, you guys. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna give him one more look. That's the fly fish for the win, you guys. Let's let him get some air here. That's a really big, beautiful fish, and Little wanted him a piece. Fly fishing did it. I knew it could. In sudden death overtime, the fly fishing methods came through. Whew, I'm kind of glad they did. It's time for the new school in here. But sometimes, as you guys can see, sometimes fly fishing can almost work better for these trout like this because you're emulating their natural feeding habits. It's not something like a spinner that's just kind of aggravating them and pissing them off. They're actually feeding on what you're using all day long. So remember that when you go out to fish, it's never bad to take both methods. In my opinion, I like fishing both all the time. So Thank you guys so much for tuning into this challenge. I had a blast. I hope you did too. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can see all the new videos we have coming out all the time. Thank you so much for being here today, you guys. You guys stay fishy and we'll see you out there.